Welcome back to Enigmatica 2 Expert Mode. Yes, a pack that I only got about 5 episodes in before Project Ozone 3 came out, and I got entirely distracted and forgot about until I saw a channel guy called Fiki Breaker on YouTube, Fiki Breaker. Good YouTuber, go and watch his stuff by all means. He just does Minecraft, whereas I do lots of different games, and he is doing like a second season. He just started, and I reminded, didn't I start this? And yes, I did. Unfortunately, I was suffering a terrible cold at the time, so I thought I'd give this pack a fair shake, give it a quick look, and see where we get to. Now, if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, you don't need to. This is really early game, so there's not really all that much. You can obviously go back and watch them if you want to see me suffer with a cold, but otherwise, no. You can just go basically and start from here. We've basically got a small base. We got IC2 just started, and I did a couple of things off camera before I started recording. And I'm just going to show you what I got up to. So first of all, the first thing I did, again, just a tip from the Figgy Breaker channel, is to go exploring. And in my case, I went exploring to the villages, which are over here, at least one of the villages over here. And yep, just launch with your slime sling and just head around. And here is my village. So in here, you'll find lots of different buildings. Some of the good ones to actually find are the immersive engineering buildings. And I'm glad I remembered my slime boots. The immersive engineering buildings have crates in them you can pick up, and they keep your inventory, so that's kind of good to hang around. And also, occasionally you'll find in one this ender book. An ender book can be crafted if you don't have one. It does take some emeralds, and it takes some ender pearls to craft it. So emeralds, obviously, you'll find those from emerald ore, and I imagine, do they spawn on the overworld? They do, so anywhere from, well, 8 to 19 is probably the peak. But again, very, very low chance of actually spawning, but they spawn. And you can get them that way with ender pearls if you wanted to. However, in the villages, it only took me about 3 villages to actually find one. And the ender book does let you store locations. It will use up XP to teleport you to wherever you want to go, and it won't do across dimensions. You'll see I've got nether entrance. Yep, that will not let me teleport there, but I've got a desert village, which is here, and I can click on home to get straight back to the base, which is kind of cool to have in the early game. The other thing I did off camera was craft 2 things, both in IC2, one of which was, well, 3 things actually, 2 in IC2. The LV, which is the CESU, next upgrade for power, and the mining laser, which you can't use yet. I just got it out of the way. You can't use it because you need the medium voltage tier, and we're not at medium voltage, so you can't really charge it. You need an energy pack as well, I think, if I remember rightly. But I did get the CESU, which is the only new thing in here, pretty much. And that basically takes in power, and it will serve at power at 128 EU per tick. Do not cable that directly to these machines. These machines cannot take that. They need 120. They need 32 EU per tick. Please, please, please don't connect them up. You will blow up on the machines. In this case, I wouldn't blow up my electric heater because that will take the higher voltage, so we could move those back over here. However, these will definitely not. These are power tier 1, and these will blow up. They'll just disappear. It won't kill you, but it will just cause an explosion, and they'll be gone. So I have an LV transformer in the way that takes 128 and outputs it a fixed step down to 32 EU per tick, and then these machines just run like normal. However, if we now want the higher voltage, which is low voltage, we can just pull straight out of the CESU to other machines, for example, like this electric heater. So that's just a infrastructure upgrade change. Nothing much excessive there. The other thing I crafted of note was in the getting started chain over here, the scanner. This came in Omnifactory, and I like it a lot. It reminds me of Satisfactory a great deal. And let me just go and show you the scanner. So I've got it here, and I've crafted a couple of the modules. The scanner modules, what I really want is the range one, increase the range of scans. But that, unfortunately, needs ender pearls, which I don't have any of. So in the meantime, I just crafted the common ores and the rare ores modules. They are very useful. The scanner itself is just bare basic resources. Yeah, some nether quartz, some iron bars, some iron, etc. And we'll just head down into the mine, and then we'll basically show you how to use it. Okay, so we're approaching the bottom of the mine here, and oh, the slime boots cause all kinds of problems when you drop down too quickly. So over here, let's just get the scanner and we'll shift right click it, and then we'll load in the rare ores module. You can put both in at the same time, there's no problem. In fact, what you can do is just put them in the inactive tab there, so it'll save some inventory space. Then you right click and hold, and you'll get a pulse, just like the satisfactory pulse. And you'll see over here, there is a sort of blue cube. So if we just get through this wall, let's see what's behind here. And I may need to actually just get up a little bit, up there. And what's behind this wall? Looks like diamonds. So let's just ore excavate diamonds. I've got 9 diamonds from that. And is that everything in this block? It may well be. Let's just rerun the scan. Yep, that's this block done. You'll see all the different colors. Basically, the yellow is obviously gold, and the other colors, well, I don't all know all of them, so I need to go and check. A few things we're going to need is some osmium coming up soon for some mechanisms fun, and some other bits and pieces. But osmium, I think, is not a... Let's see what this one is. It's not a rare ore, it's a common ore, and that's peridot or peridot. I can't remember how you actually pronounce that. I assume it's peridot. Anyway, and yeah, other gemstones basically is what you find with this. It does, however, take 1,000 energy per use, so you may want to renew that some other way. Is there anything else nearby? I think no. I think that's pretty much it. The green. Probably want to go for the blue one as well and see what's there. So the light green colour is this uranium ore, which we're going to need anyway, so we may as well pick that up for future use. And pretty much that covers everything there, and then we can just swap them over and then reuse this. It uses much less energy to go for the common ores, and you can see all this. The red is going to be redstone ore, etc, etc. And let's go and see what the blue is specifically. Oh, my climbing boots, my climbing gloves just make me climb any available surface. You may want to disable that when you're around your mining area. So let's just go ahead this way and see what that color blue. I assume that's going to be lapis, which again is going to be very, very useful. Yeah, and there's lapis, which we will happily take with us. Yep, lots of nice 34 lapis. And that's pretty much a good haul. And of course, we have XP, enough XP to be able to click on home. And that takes off a little bit of XP, not much. But if we went to that village all the way, way over there, it'll take off a full level. So just keep that in mind. I also crafted an industrial workbench for Industrial Craft 2, just shortcuts having to use these forge hammers. You can use them as part of the workbench if you want to. I don't really need that too much now because we've got the machines, but thanks very much to the developer of Industrial Craft 2 who made a comment on that last episode, episode 5 that is, about how to do this. And to recharge your scanner, you can just drop it in here and it will recharge that way. Of course, I'm going to need yet more stuff to burn. Yeah, let's just use these planks for now. Okay, so that can just burn and recharge the batteries. So good. All right, so getting on with the rest of the stuff. Let's see what we need to do next. In the quests, I'm not going to worry about the rewards too much for these because they generally are just like different shovel heads, etc. Yeah, broad axe heads, fine, and netherrack pan, cactus sword blade, etc. We don't need any of those, and you can go through all the harvest levels if you want. My pick is still stone. It continues to increase in modifiers. I haven't applied anything to make it unbreakable yet, but it is manual in mining level. It is pretty good, and you can get repaired with stone. So I don't generally need anything better just yet, but we can make unbreakable tools if we want to. And then we need to look at the gates. Now, I opened Industrial Craft, I opened Extra Utilities, Thorncraft, and Astral Sorcery, and they lead on to the others. You need Astral Sorcery to get to Botania, etc. These lines indicate which way we're pretty much going to have to go through to open and unlock all the different mods. You can't just go into the mods without going through the gates, unfortunately. So why don't we take a look at some of those? In particular, we want Mekanism. Mekanism needs steel casings, which needs osmium blocks. So that's 18 osmium, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 osmium plus a couple of steel mechanical components, which is steel plates and copper ingot. That's straightforward. And then reinforced blast brick is a steel plate and some blast bricks. So that should be fine as long as I've got some osmium. Now I think I put some in the macerator. How much does that give me? No, that's tin. I don't mind tin. I was hoping to get osmium. Did I put osmium? Yeah. Sometimes my brain just decides to just say no. I'm just having a day off. Right, we're making plates. I've got plenty of tin plates actually. Tin plates, bronze plates, and iron plates will basically make you the advanced alloy via way compressing a sort of a mixed metal alloy ingot. But we're not going to need that just yet. We're just going to need. In fact, I'll just take the ingot cast off. Brain. We are going to need some more lava pretty soon, but we've got a lava lake over there, and we've got a bucket we can actually go and get that with, so there's nothing too much of a problem there with that. I just need to wait for that osmium, aren't I? So I'm going to get the steel ready for the rest of it, and then we'll unlock Mechanism. And the osmium's cooked up, so we'll just go in here. We just need to make 2 blocks, don't we? So there's 3 blocks worth. Let's just grab all that bomb back. And then I just need the rest. So we need steel casings, don't we? Steel casing. And let's add that to favorites. And that means I have pretty much most of what I need apart from that reinforced blast brick. That just needs 1 more steel plate, which I already have. And then it needs some of our alternate clay stuff. So we want some clay bricks, and we've got some bricks. We also need some nether brick, which I've got somewhere. Probably dump them in here somewhere. These are the crates, by the way, you get from the village. So very handy to pick them up. They make no noise when you click on them, which is good for, as far as I'm concerned. Other than these, and there is this stuff we need. Nether brick. We also need some blaze powder. And oh, there's some blaze rod. Can I just convert that straight into powder? I can. Probably get a better return by putting it via another method, but I don't care that much for it right now. So I'm just gonna make just make 6 blast bricks, and that means we get a reinforced blast brick, which means we get 2 steel casings, which should get us the quest we need to unlock Mechanism, I imagine. Gates. Yep, Mechanism. I only need 1 to unlock that, but we also get some speed upgrades or energy upgrades. You kind of need both of these anyway, so I'm just going to choose 1. Unfortunately, I'd like both of them. They're not really all that useful when you just have 1, because if you just put the speed upgrades, it will just consume all the energy extremely quickly without the energy upgrades. So there's that. And then that means you can get to Ex Nihilo. Now to get to Ex Nihilo, i.e. civs, i.e. you can get free resources without going mining. I love packs that do that. Even when they're not sky blocks, I'm absolutely fine with the fact there's civs. I don't mind getting free resources. That means we need to get through Botania. So Botania needs a petal apothecary. That needs me to basically craft a luminous crafting table in Astral sorcery, which shouldn't be all that hard. We need some sooty marble, we need some regular marble of any kind, and we need a crafting table. But we also need a temple. We need a crystal basically somewhere. Thankfully, remember I put that over there. It's 327 meters away. And there's one over there as well, 267 meters away. So I'm just going to grab some marble from wherever I can find it. That's some. I think I got more than that though. You can always find it at the temple itself. You can just sort of borrow it from the walls, I guess. That's an option. Why don't we just go and see if there's any more here. Doesn't look like we've got any more. So I'm just going to craft a workbench. I'm going to head over there and let's see if we can craft a luminous crafting table. Here we are, typical Astral sorcery temple. So we need 2 crafting tables, typically. You need 1 to put this down, and then the other one, I've got this chisel marble. I'm just wondering whether that will actually shift click in, and whether that will actually craft. It looks like it will do that. So this should get transformed. Yeah. Did that actually take? It didn't actually take. Okay. Fine. I have a luminous crafting table. Good. Alright, so you learn more about exploration. That's the start of Astral sorcery. We can leave that there, to be honest. That's fine. And we can just add another bookmark here. So, Astral... Let's just put temple. Okay. and save that, which means I can now go straight back home. Oh, I love this Ender book. Love this Ender book so much. Please go exploring villages, trying to find one of those. So handy to actually have one. Anyway, that means we now have a luminous crafting table, which means at night time, which it is sunset, we should be able to get that crafted into the Petal Apothecary. Petal Apothecary. Let's just go for the default grey one. We're going to need mystical white petals, which means I need to go and find a mystical white petals on the ground somewhere. Yeah, when it's dark. Maybe we'll have to wait for another night and I may have to go for a bit of an explore. Okay, I'm off to sleep and I'll see you soon. This looks like some over here. Yep, so plenty of those. We'll just use a few of them. And we will also just... Oh, I should use shears on those. Yeah. Anyway, we've got some of these and different colours. You will be able to generate your own colours fairly quickly inside Botania. So it's not like you need all of them to get started. If I remember rightly, some of the early ones that you do sort of want, if you do see them, are going to be... That's canola. That's not that useful. At least not yet. Going to be brown, red, blue, and white. I'm almost sure. I think the pure daisies are white. Brown and red I need for some of the runes, and there's other bits and pieces as well. So yeah, do go for a bit of a wander and pick up any sort of plants that glow like this, any of the flowers. Okay, so we need this to make the Petal Apothecary, so we're going to put one of these in, we're going to put a couple of slabs, and the rest is going to be just some cobblestone. Okay, and that's going to need basically the astral, what do we call it, the wand, I think. Yeah, that's not growing yet. It needs to actually get to a certain amount, which is going to need darkness anyway, but let's just take a look at astral sorcery. It may need wand. Hopefully it is. Astral sorcery resonating wand. There we are. So that needs Salus Mundus and some aquamarines and some marble, looks like, but in a regular crafting grid. So that's going to be fine. I think I may have... Do I have any aquamarine? We do get it as part of one of the quest rewards if I don't have any. So I can choose that. Aquamarine. Yes, I do have 2 of them. Good. So we do have an option for Salus Mundus, but I'm saving that for Thorncraft. Otherwise, we have what we need, I think. Resonating Wand. Where are you again? Actually, no, we are going to need... Yes, we are going to need the Salus Mundus. I'm going to take that and use that back over at the temple again. So let's just go across to the temple. Oh, this is so handy. And then we just need Salus Mundus, 2 aquamarine, and then 2 pieces of marble. And that gets us the resonating wand. And we can head straight back home again. I am going to need more XP to keep doing that, but for now, that's fine. And can we actually make this without nighttime, I wonder? Yes. Yes, we can. And there's the Botania gate. And we get a flower patch just to store flowers in if we go and harvest them anywhere. So that's that open. Well, we'll need that to be filled, but that's a different topic entirely. Which means we can get to Ex Nihilo. There is no Ex Nihilo chapter, but completing this quest grants access to the mod. And we get, well, one of each kind of stiffen mesh. It's nice of it to give us the diamond one. Sieves, is this going to require... Oh, my... You know, when you play an expert pack, you have to get used to, let's just say the mod author enjoying making your life painful. Okay, so that's not the recipe for a sieve, not the normal one. We need enriched alloy, Mekanism. It's a good thing we got Mekanism, and we need mana infused gear from thermal foundations. So we can cast gears. But we need mithril for it. Oh my. Mithril from mana infused ingots, yes. Is there any way of me getting this? This is the usual thing. Mana infused ore, where does that drop? Uranus, Kelt 4AB, and Neptune. Great! Great! Is there any way for me to get that from, you know, regular places? Nether mithril ore? You'd think nether mithril ore would be found in the nether if that's the case. It would be nice if that was so, but I can't click through to see if it does or not. So yeah, is there any other way of me getting this? That would be nice. Okay, I'm going to need to look through. Small pile of mithril dust from JAOPCA mod. That doesn't actually help. That's a circular recipe. Give me a minute to cry. Yeah, so it does look like we can get it, but it has to go via Mana Steel, via Botania. Oh my, there's a spider. Ah, go away. Go away. I forgot to put, yes, I forgot to put sort of an extension to the wall to face outwards so the spider couldn't actually climb up on the outside. Let me go and sleep. As I was saying, Mana Steel through Botania, you can get to Mana Infused Ingots, which is what we need for that gear. However, that doesn't mean we need the Mana Steel for the first place, but also we're going to need, let's just have a look. We're going to need the Metallurgic Infuser with diamond loaded to actually get that to convert across. So it's going to need a few steps into both Mekanism and Botania, which is good because they're both connected to it on the tree. So you'd expect that to be the case. This is the Astral sorcery where you get choice of these two. I would always choose Aquamarine over those unless we get both of them. Looks like we do get both of them. And let's just take a look. Well, let's just actually take all of these. We get a choice here of upgrade speed, ineffable glass, or watermills. I'll always choose watermills. May as well take that while we can. There we go. And then industrial craft, overclocker upgrades. To be honest, anything that we manufacture, I would rather take rather than just stuff we find in the world. I've already been getting plenty of iron ore, so that will do. And that's it for the gates. So I can't get to that one just yet. Can we get to actually additions? That's a possibility. It needs hardened casings. And hardened casings are an advanced carpenter with some water. Or regular carpenter with water for that matter. With some sturdy casing. So I just need 4 diamonds and a sturdy casing and some water. I think I've got a sturdy casing somewhere. I've got impregnated casing. Okay, that's not quite the same thing. Sturdy casing is going to be copper and bronze. Lots and lots of copper and bronze. So copper gears are 4 each. So that means 16. So it's 8 per sturdy casing if you like. And then bronze ingots. And I think I've got a lot of that at the smeltery. Let's just get my gear cast out and get that flipped over. There we go. And then we got some bronze already. So if we have 1 batch of this, I only need 4 bronze. The rest I just need copper for, and I assume I've got some copper around somewhere I've not processed yet, so I'll go and process that. And this got me in an earlier episode as well. It's not actually 4 copper gears, it's 2 copper and 2 bronze. They look almost identical in the recipe interface, but yep, those are different. Bronze, copper, see? So we get 2 sturdy casings from that, and then we'll be able to then go and make that into hardened casings with some diamond. Assume that I have one of these is a carpenter. Yep, this is impregnated casings, but that is with olive oil. I don't necessarily want olive oil, so why don't we get rid of you? Are you going to keep your contents or not? No, you're not. Okay, good. We'll put the sturdy casings in the middle. The diamonds are on the outside. Then I just need, whoops. Yep, clear. There we go, and we can put them in the bottom. They'll make up the recipe once I get a little bit of water from somewhere. I need an infinite water source. Oh, in fact, hang on. Does that sink out count? It does. Oh, it's so nice. Okay, you go and make me stuff and things. How much do we actually need for the hardened casing? Oh, we need 5 buckets. Okay, fine. I'm going to need to make more buckets. 2, 3, 4, and finally. Good. Are you going to need power to do that? It looks like you're making anyway, so that's fine. So with that done, we're able to make the iron casing just with some extra bits and pieces. We need tin electron tubes, which are probably going to use the thermionic fabricator, which is a mouthful, but is presumably how we make these. Yeah, I guess we're not going to get the greenhouse fan. Thermionic fabricator, how are we going to make that? Oh, with hardened casings, so we're going to need another one. We're going to need some gold gears and an impregnated casing with the olive oil and combine those together. We'll get the thermionic fabricator, which I think is needing power. I think almost certainly it needs power, so we'll have to put it next to this survival generator just to get some temporary power. And with that, we should be able to get everything we need. So I'm just going to craft the rest of that off camera. You've seen pretty much how this stuff is done before. All right, incoming one thermionic fabricator. I just need one impregnated casing, and that should be ready. We get 3, but that's fine. I got plenty of extra wood in there, so that will sort that out. There we go, one thermionic fabricator, and then we just put that with some power. We'll just dump it on top of the the survival generator for now. And then the recipe is this, I think, and then 2 redstone, and we just need some sand, I think, and it should heat up, assuming I have enough missing liquid resources. It's missing glass, basically, and that should be automatic. Yeah, it should convert over into, well, yeah, sand will do fine. It'll convert over into liquid glass with enough power, and it'll produce 14 electron tubes, assuming this thing is actually going to supply it with enough power, that is. We'll see whether that's actually the case. I may have to leave it a while. Oh no, it is actually growing, just taking a little while to get started. Okay, I think we've got everything we need now. 4 iron sheet metal, which is just 4 iron plates. There's nothing excessive there. And then our hardened casing. I think I've got everything, so why don't we just craft that up and let's see whether that's doable. What was it called again? Iron casing. Okay, iron casing. Yep, that should give us the quest. Actual Additions has opened up. Good. And that's letting us get a choice of stuff. I'm not going to choose right now because I might want some of these other things. Heavy engineering blocks obviously more expensive, but that's fine. And that is open, which means that we can get straight into Actual Additions. Now, next episode, we're going to be heading into some of these actual side tabs. Enigmatica 2 is quite kind of open about that. Once you actually get through them, yes, to unlock them themselves, I guess you need the previous stuff. Like, for example, Blood Magic, which is a great mod. You need rudimentary stairs to get it started. You need to throw them at a monster, wait for them to pick it up, and then you hit them and you get some demonic will. However, that also needs Mana Steel, and it also needs Enchanted Fabric, both from Botania and Thaumcraft. Redstone root is really simple. That's really trivial to make. But yeah, both of these require a little bit of infrastructure. Well, this requires a little bit of infrastructure. I can never remember how much it requires for Enchanted Fabric for Thaumcraft. It's been a while since I did Thaumcraft in earnest, so I will have to go and investigate that a little bit more. However, back in here, yeah, so getting to Blood Magic will be pretty much a priority for me. Mystical Agriculture is also the alternative to sieves in the pack. So if you want resource generation without going through sieves, you can do it this way. Except that if you make the Master Infusion Crystal, well, it requires a few bits and pieces. Botania needs Elementium, so that's late Botania, Terra Steel, etc. Yes. So it's going to need a little bit, and you need to get to a Celestial Altar. There is a normal infusion crystal. And what does that actually take? That only has 25 uses, it says, but what do you actually need? You need Ender Amethyst from Biomes of Plenty. Is there no other way of making it? No. Seems like you just power up this stuff. And this is made how exactly? Mystical Agriculture doesn't help. This is how we're going to get to Mystical Agriculture, so that's really not helping. There we go. Elemental Ingot from Botania and Terrestrial Artifact from Biomes of Plenty, which is some actually addition stuff, the glowing versions. So yeah, you are needing to go through some of the earlier stuff first. So we've got actual additions open. We've got Mekanism. We've got Astral Sorcery, and we've got Botania now. Now, these are starting to get really good sort of options. I think the first one we're going to go for next episode is going to be Mekanism, particularly because one of the things with Industrial Craft 2 that I really don't like is what I warned you about at the start of the episode. This, dealing with these cables is just, it makes Industrial Craft 2 more realistic. I'll give it that. But then all of the other mods that have power don't have explosions of any sort, and some mod packs even turn off the ones from Industrial Craft 2. So in order to get around that, you can, once you unlock later mods, instead of continuing with Industrial Craft 2's particular idiosyncrasies, you can switch across to using Mechanism's cables. So at Mechanism, now if I remember rightly, and someone can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but Mechanism's cables require a few things, but once you create them, you can use them instead of Industrial Craft 2s, and they will deliver whatever the machine needs without the chance of explosions. I think. It's been a while, but I think that's how it actually works. So we need electrical steel from Ender.io for that, to make those. Okay, so we need to unlock Ender.io. And we need redstone iron wiring from advanced generators. Now that needs us to get to actual additions, which is why I just unlocked actual additions. And extra utilities too, which we have already unlocked. So this from extra utilities just needs iron bars and a resonator. And we've built those in a recent episode of Antimatter Chemistry. You need some water mills and you need a resonator. Resonator should be simple to actually... Oh, this is an advanced mod pack, isn't it? Okay, I need to keep remembering this is expert mode, not regular mode. But still not terrible. Still steel and advanced circuit. We can make those. So yes, that's that. And then basic coils are in actually additions. They need Inori crystals, and Inori crystals are coming through the atomic reconstructor, which requires some other stuff. It requires some golden electron tubes, but we now have a thermite fabricator, so we can make those. Steel plates, which we know we can make. Iron casings, which we've got. All of that is doable. I think the golden electron tubes are, yep, same as the tin, just gold instead. But we need a red laser lens, and that looks like we can just get red stained glass, which is presumably just rose red with glass. Yes, rose red with glass. So that looks very, very doable. And to get to the atomic reconstructor, of course, that has other recipes as well. It has, with a lens of color, lets you change any color dye to any other color dye if you want to go through the power, that is, to require that. It also lets you change various other things with different lenses on them. I can never remember the other lens, but the color one is the kind of useful one that I actually use temporarily. And there are others as well. Lens of, let's just see. So there's a lens of color. Lens of certain death. I'm not sure I want the lens of certain death. I prefer the lens of never death, or lens of the miner. That's the other one I was thinking of. And I think that has some effects on ore. I can never remember what it actually does. It may well turn stone into ore in exchange for power. That may be what it does. It's been a while. Oh, in fact, hang on. There's built-in lens of the miner can create ores out of blocks in its site. There we go. Yeah. So when the laser heats a block of stone, it's converted into different overworld ores, whereas a block of netherite will be converted into nether ores, but it uses lots of power to actually do it. So generally there's other ways to actually create that. Anyway, we've opened up a few more mods, and we're going to get started with Mechanism next episode, probably with its machines. Let's just go back into Mechanism itself rather than the gate quest. So here we can just actually start this off saying we get a configurator. Yes, the recipes haven't been altered much. The energy use in most machines is far higher than normal though, and it leads to heavy machinery from immersive engineering as well as thermal expansion. Tier 2 tech mod, yes. Near infinite energy storage, insanely powerful generators, and a lot more. Yeah. Click on that. We'll claim the configurator, and that will take us into the machines. So solar generators, advanced solar generators, wind generators, etc. Generators all the way along the top. We've got machines all the way down here, and then all the components at the bottom that you can possibly make with Mechanism. So we need to get that started with metallurgic infusers and other bits and pieces, but we'll see that next episode. And yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed. We've unlocked at least 3 different mods, and we need to get started into machinery next. So hopefully you'll join me for that. If you like the episode, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, subscribe, share as you normally would. And why is there a skeleton shooting over a wall? Really, honestly, in the outro? Let me just hide. So if you really enjoyed the episode, click on the like button, and we'll see you next episode for even more. And I'm just going to eat some more dairy and some more fruit. Yeah, my nutrition graphs are doing pretty well. All right, as always, guys, thanks for watching.